From Los Angeles, this is Montserrat Radio. Listening to Montserrat Radio.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, All I'm offering is the truth.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your host, Benny Wilson.
Good evening, and welcome to the Fake News Show. This is your host, Benny. Today is Friday, the June the 23rd, 2017, and it's a fantastic day. Let's start from the beginning. Yesterday, I posted last night on my Facebook page that I have a feeling today was gonna be a fantastic day. Immediately, everybody who's been following me for already almost 3 years, at least most of them, immediately they responded to my post because they knew that I knew something. I'm glad you did. Because people have the tendency to forget that I cannot disclose all the information I have. I can display it because I also need to look for myself. I need to protect myself. Right? But people tend to forget that. And when people tend to forget that, ask all types of questions, I can respond. And most of them, when I cannot respond, they either react in a way that you're full of crap, or they're getting really upset. Either way, that's the way it is. So I had to remind everybody that if I cannot give you the information you want, you just have to take it as it is. Okay? I'm only gonna give you the information you need, not the information you want. Simple. Okay? So for those who are not in my Facebook page, I posted that something was gonna be fantastic today. And what happened today in the morning? It was reported that the CBI website, the Central Bank of Iraq, deployed his new interface, which I did actually report it yesterday that they had a brand new website. And they reported this morning, that they changed that rate of the Iraqi dinar to $1.20. So that news actually went viral all over the internet. And this morning, I got a call from a very good friend of mine and told me that all the dinars and the dongs were sold out through Los Angeles area. There was no place to buy dinars. There was no place to buy dong, period, in any of the more than 25 stores of International Currency Exchange through Los Angeles in Southern California. Amazing, isn't it? But even though that happened, we are not the big majority that pretend you to believe that we are going to collapse the whole economy because millions and millions of people will become rich. Nope, that is a lie. As a matter of fact, today I prove it. Today I had a meeting. I'm not going to tell you what I had a meeting with, but I proved them that there was no way I could collect 5,000 people in 1 week. No way. And the reason is because I'm not the most popular guru up there. I don't have the power to actually gather so many people, regardless if it is a public exchange or private exchange. Which, by the way, I'm going against every private exchange, as you know, for those who don't know that. So, I don't want to carry away for this message. I just wanted to let you know that things are going so fast, just like I told you. And if you don't pay attention, you will not know what hit you. We are about to end this journey. And I'm so glad because I just want to go on with my life. So let's go to the news first, and then I'm going to continue giving you more information. All right. So let me go to the news. Yesterday, let's do a recap. Yesterday, the recap that I did yesterday, I reported that there was a supplemental budget that they supposed to open in the Iraqi Parliament. I said that supplemental budget is supposed to be open in the next 2 days, and I'm gonna tell you that they're not gonna open in the next 2 days. They will open in July. Okay, leave it like that. So what is that? Is that supplemental budget? Basically, those are the last changes of the new rate they're trying to implement for the Iraqi dinar. Okay. So they want to keep it a secret, but they cannot keep it a secret so long. So they want to make sure that everybody's aligned and everybody's synchronized. So when a body come out in the news, in the mainstream media, with a big flag of Iraq, waving around, looking into the camera and say, Iraq is free, free again, something's going to pop up. Something's going to change. And that's when chaos and panic will start. Why did I know this? I just have to see the people that come up to me demanding information. They just haven't realized that they're already falling for a chaos. Okay? Can you imagine? I spent 3 years telling everybody, don't fall for chaos. Don't fall for panic. And it doesn't matter how many times I repeat it, people will still fall for it. Unless I have something on my consciousness that unless I try to avoid it. Because many of you will fall for it and will run to the bank, risking everything that you have. Risking your life, risking your money, risking the only opportunity you probably will have to exchange, because you just reacted on your emotions and just pick up the money or your bags, regardless who it is, regardless if you're just going to exchange one note, you're going to take that risk. And there's nothing I can do to tell you stop, because you will do it. You're an adult. Isn't it? So the only thing I have for me left to do is just give you my advice. You can either take it or you just can leave it. You know, you just can leave it if you want to. So my recommendations is very simple. And I don't know why so many people make it so complicated. I just received 500 emails with the same stupid question. It is stupid because I keep repeating myself all the time. And what is the stupid question? The stupid question is, can I just exchange one note and just wait for the revaluation? And that's stupid. I'm going to tell you why it's stupid. Let me just tell you why it's stupid. Let me just give you one reason why. Security. Listen. First of all, as long as I know the exchanges will take place on exchange centers, not banks. I'm going to repeat that again. The exchanges are going to take place on exchange centers, not branches, not banks. So if you understand that point, you understand that if you go to any bank and demand a exchange according to the international rate, I'm not telling you that you're not going to be able to exchange it. I'm not telling you that because I don't have control of the banks. I don't have control of those people. Many of these branches around the United States, they function independently regardless of what the policy is about big exchanges. So I gotta be honest with you. Okay? I just gotta be honest with you. You can do whatever you want to do, like I said. If you want to go to the bank and just put this here, this 25,000 dinar is gonna cost $30,000. Can you please exchange it for me? I don't know what they're gonna do with you. But one thing is for sure. You are risking yourself. You are. So the only thing I have left for you to understand, my advice is very simple. Wait for instructions. What part of wait for instructions you do not understand? Why you make it so complicated? I'm going to tell you why you're making it so complicated. Because you have an urgency of money. And guess what? The elite knows that. I've been telling you many shows. They know that we are manipulated and controlled by our own emotions. They know that, and they're gonna use it to take your money away. What part of what I just told you do not understand? I'm only trying to save you because you're only going to have it one chance and one chance only. Do you have any idea how easy it is? So a criminal can come up to you, put a gun on your head, and take away the only hope that you have for you, yourself, and your family. Do you have any idea how easy it is? Do you think that just in Los Angeles, because I live in one of the second biggest city in the United States, do you really think that living in Los Angeles, we have the police power to guard and monitor every single bank branch? You gotta be kidding me. There is no way we have that kind of power or police power. None. So if you do not take consideration, security consideration, that is your problem, not mine. I'm just letting you know because for 3 years I've been telling you, don't fall for chaos, don't fall for panic, don't fall for chaos, don't fall for panic. I sound like a broken record because for 3 years and more I know the elite plan to rip you off. I know their elite plan. What part of that you do not understand? Tell me that. Write me. BennyIntelRB@gmail.com. That's Benny with one N and a Y. BennyIntelRB.com @gmail.com. I have to put up with these questions all the time, and not only for the people in my chat room. I have to put up with every single of that questions, especially the most morons. Okay? Hey, what about the Zimbabwe? I don't know where you come from, and obviously you're new. But if they haven't tell you, wake up. The Zimbabwe will never revalue. Never. The Zimbabwe was a myth. It was a lie. It was perpetrated by the CIA and the FBI to keep you in poverty. Because the establishment does not want you to have money. It's not that they don't care. They just don't want you. Now, that settled. So don't ask me again about the Zimbabwe, because I will not respond to you. Tomorrow I'm going to do my first show in Spanish. And I will be the most unpopular guru, so-called guru, that will tell more than 80% of Latinos the hard truth. Sorry, my friend. Your Zimbabwe worth nothing. Because many Latinos have Zimbabwe. You know, it's the best plan. It's the best plan. I have a guy come up to me today. Okay? And he said, look, I have bought $10,000 in Zimbabwe. $10,000 in Zimbabwe. Can you imagine how many quadrillion Zimbabwe he just wasted? Because he was so sure that the Zimbabwe was gonna revalue. That is what I had to deal with. So I send him to the man who knows. You know, the guy. Yeah, that one. I say, look, I don't know if you know the man who knows. Yes, okay. Go and ask him that. Because he knows. He knows. He probably knows something I don't know. The guy just looked at me and he goes, what? You sending me to another guy? Yes, I'm sending you to another guy. My contents, my material is not for you. He called me, he Skype. I said, I don't deal with Zimbabweans. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're coming from. You probably never heard my show. So no, go back to the guy who knows. He will tell you when you're going to become filthy archimillionaire. Not me. Okay? So, let me go on with the news. So, talking about the supplemental budget will be on July. Also, I mentioned yesterday that the lower Dinar's date was supposed to be during this weekend. Hello? So, right now, they're testing the system in the website, in the Iraqi Dinar website. That's why it says 120. If you go to the cvi.iq, just press the little button that says English, and you will see the rate. It says it's still there, according to what you just told me. It's still there. And it says 1.2. That's $1.20 each dinar. But that is not the international rate. Now they are telling me that this site is just a hosting site of the real Central Bank of Iraq. So they say, don't worry about it, Benny. This is they're just playing around with the. Yeah, it is playing around. I test the website. I tested. They haven't finished it. But there is no coincidence that they're not only testing the website, they is testing that's the international rate system. I had a Facebook Live in the morning. I talked to my Jets and I told them exactly what happened. So if you want to know these little details I cannot talk about on my radio show, you better go to my Facebook page. What is my Facebook page? Facebook.com/The Fake News Show. Okay? For those who just wanted to ask, I cannot give you disclosure information on the radio. I can't do that. Sorry. If you want to know more about it, get on my Facebook page. You will know about it. So they are testing the system, and it's obvious because it's going to change. The name of my show is called Your Reality is About to Change. And what you just heard before my show started was a little part of the movie Matrix. So what is the reality? What is the picture in my icon for this show? The picture in my icon for this show is a red pill. And for those who has not seen the movie The Matrix, I'm going to explain to you what is going on. On the movie The Matrix, Neo, which is supposed to be the main guy of the movie, was talking to Morpheus. Morpheus gave him two choices. He gave him two choices to pick up either the red pill to find out the whole truth and nothing but the truth, or to pick up the blue pill. Go on with your life, with your brainwash stuff, and forget about everything. So the difference between Matrix of the movie and what I'm telling you, it is this. The big difference is, my friends, is that whether you like it or not, you're gonna find out the whole truth. Okay? Whether you like it or not, you're gonna find out the whole truth. You're not gonna have the option to pick up between the blue pill and the red pill. No. You're just gonna get the red pill, whether you like it or not. And what is the truth? Well, let me tell you what happened today. This is no coincidence. Today I posted an event called The Red Pill Expose. Alex Jones posted that. He's promoting that. The Red Pill Expose, it is part of the awakening of the consciousness. It comes from an organization called the Red Pill Foundation, which basically you go to those meetings and they let you know exactly who has the control over you. They let you know that you are not free, that you are a slave. Because as long as you owe money to anybody and you cannot pay that debt, you are automatically a slave. Okay, so why these things are coming out now when we are about to revalue? Because it's part of all these things. Your reality is about to change. And people still asking me, well, okay, it's no big deal. I'm going to be filthy rich. Yeah, of course my reality is going to change. I'm not talking about just being rich. I'm talking about everything around you. And if you're not ready, you're not going to be prepared what hit you. I've been saying it and I keep saying it. So be ready. Educate yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Educate yourself. Find out, or at least pick up a piece of paper and a pen and start making a list of the things you want to do to protect yourself once you become rich. What can you do to protect yourself? I just recently had a meeting with 15 people today. People that follow me. And I told them straight out, I'm going to give you simple instructions how to prepare yourself. And I think I also mentioned in one of my shows. And I said, the first rule you have to do when you become rich. This is the first rule. Shut up. Shut up. Don't tell anybody that you're rich. Don't tell your mom, don't tell your father, don't tell your son, don't tell your girlfriend, don't tell your wife, don't tell your friend, don't tell anybody, don't tell your church. Shut up. What part of shut up you don't understand? Shut up. That's your first rule. Why? Because the most people know that you're filthy rich, the more complications you're going to get for yourself. Simple. The more complications you will get for yourself. If you cannot follow that simple rule, I'm going to tell you something. This blessing may be your worst cursing you ever had. You don't believe me? Try to do the opposite that I just told you. And come back to me. Okay? Listen, let me give you a little example. I posted one time that I won the jackpot in a casino. Many of you are following me. And I committed the stupidity of posting a picture that I won $2,500 in the casino. Guess what happened to me? Yeah. Let me tell you what happened to me. One guy found out where I was, not where I live, thanks God, and he stalked me. And I knew that guy was stalking to me. I called the police. When I called the police, the guy had the intentions to rob me. And this happened. And I'm telling you, this happened. Because I committed the stupidity just to post one picture of the money that I earn, that I win. That's how bad it is. So if I tell you something, it's because I learn on my own. And so I learn on my own mistakes. Why can't you just accept that recommendation and shut up? Shut up. Okay? Don't be flashing money. Don't be so stupid about buying a brand new car when they know you have a terrible 1975 car. Shut up. Why don't you just do your migration to a nice house by just buying whenever there's none of your stupid friends knows where you live and those just disappear? Why can't you just do that? Yeah, you're going to save yourself a lot of problems, right? So the second rule is this. Educate yourself. This is your second rule. Educate yourself. What you're going to do with your money. This is what you're going to do with your money. What you're going to do with your money is invest it. Let your money generate more money. Simple. Let your money generate more money. So that way, you will not ever be poor again. You will never be poor again. Your family, your generations to come, they will never be poor again. Because you took the initiative to become a better person. A more smart person. So that's your second rule. Now let me give you the third rule, and this is the most difficult rule of all rules. The more difficult rule of all rules. I'm going to give it to you, and that's it. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. The third rule is do something to stop spending and spending and spending and spending again. Do you know that that's a bad habit? If you don't know that, Look for an expert, a financial expert, a guru financial expert, and tell him what I just told you. Come back to me and let me know if I was wrong. Ask a millionaire if you want to. Ask anybody who has been successful with money and tell them, is it true that rich people, they have to control themselves of spending. Come back to me. Because that's the worst perception of everyone. Oh, I'm going to be rich. I can buy this. I can buy that. I can do this. Are you out of your mind? That's what's going to happen with you. And why am I saying all these things? Because we are about to exchange. That's it. I'm not going to repeat this again. Keep this recording in this show because you're going to need that. You're going to need this show for you. So you got to go to my channel. It's going to be recorded. Okay? Keep this show for you. Because we are about to finish. That's it. I'm done. I just mentioned yesterday that I'm preparing my last show. I'm so glad. Thank Jesus for that. Okay? So what else I had to tell you? The other thing that I need to mention, and let me just look for the news. Jesus, where is it? Okay, the other thing that I like to mention, it is that in a few days, we're going to be seeing more news about the Federal Reserve. And this is very important. Oh, here it is. I found it. All right, let's go back to the news. Okay, let's talk about the lower dinars. Okay, so they told me that this weekend they have plans to distribute on the banks, and to be specifically Saturday, they have specifically plans to distribute the lower dinars in Iraq. So if they do that, probably we will have a new rate, a new introductory rate, which probably be, that's saying $1.20. Okay? So I told you that yesterday, so I'm confirming it to you because these people just called me in Iraq telling me, yeah, Benny, guess what? We're going to change it tomorrow. We're going to be getting all the lower dinars. And I'm getting a lot of chat, a lot of questions here. They saying that I lost sound. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me just tell you why you guys keep losing sound. The reason why you guys keep losing sound is right now I got over 500,000 people listening to my show. Okay? This is what has become of my show. All right, so let me just answer some questions from my chat room because it will be unfair not to answer questions from my chat room. So let's go to the questions on my chat room. Okay, it says let's see, what is the number one question? Okay, some of my jets are preparing for this change. That's good. You need to do that. Also, they're asking me about the double dip. They're asking me about what's the double dip? The double dip is pretty simple. If you're gonna be exchanging your dollar with the dinar, and if the dinar is gonna cost $1.20, some are saying, okay, we're just gonna change it just a little part, and then we come back for the real revaluation, which it is more than $3. Okay, so that is one way of saying it. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, that's fine. If you can do that, go for it. Like I said before, if you can do that, go for it. Don't wait for my approval. Go for it. But be aware that I told you don't do it. Okay? Let me give you another example why. I already told you about security. The second reason why you shouldn't be jumping around going to the bank is this: taxes. Yes, taxes. So if you're going to be charged taxes for the amount of 1 dinar note, don't you think it would be better if you go with all your dinars all together, or at least 50% of your dinars all together, so you can start creating your own tax architecture payout when you exchange? Don't take my word for it. Go and talk to a professional. Go and talk to a professional. Why? Because I've been telling you, take this investment seriously. Haven't I said that? Take this investment seriously. Okay? All right. So supposedly my sound is going away. But I have people over here telling me that it's back. So we continue. If you guys have a question for me, please do so right now, because starting tonight I'm gonna work on my last show, and I don't think I'll be having time to respond all these questions. As a matter of fact, I haven't gone through my emails. So if you have any question, please ask me in my channel, or ask me in my chat room, because I have my cell phone right here in front of me. And again, tomorrow I'm gonna have my Spanish show at 11 a.m. Okay, so para los que hablan español, tendré mi show mañana a las 11 de la mañana en español. Alright, so let me see for the other question right here. Oh, another thing I did this today. Well, I cannot display this on my radio show. Sorry. I posted something and many people responded. So if you want to know what it is, you gotta go to my Facebook page. Sorry, I cannot share this information with you, okay? So let me see the other thing here. Oh my God, hold on. Okay, I got more questions here. Hold on. All right. So many of you guys are not sending me questions that I already responded a long time ago, because you guys are new listeners. So I understand that. I will respond in Spanish because most of the new listeners that I'm getting, they only speak Spanish. Okay, so let's say Michael Morak says, can't wait to hear the last show exiting. Thank you. Me too. All right. So let me see what else I can give you. I told you about that tomorrow, right? Oh, you got to be preparing. Tomorrow we got 2 events tomorrow. We got the lower dinars supposedly be distributing tomorrow. And we got celebrations. Yes. They're telling me that they're going to celebrate. They're going to start celebrating as soon as tonight and tomorrow in Iraq. All right. So when they do the celebration, probably it will be broadcast through the mainstream media when a body waved the flag and said, hey, Iraq is free, Iraq is free. Okay? So just to let you know that. So that's basically it. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you now. So the Iraqi dinar let me just make it very clear. The Iraqi dinar has not revalue yet. They're testing the site. So don't go to the bank, because the international rate has not changed. If you want to know, if you want to check the international rate, you can go to Forex. You can Google it and find out if the international rate has changed. Alright, it's very simple. Don't go to the CVI and see something that you don't know if it is official or not. They're working on the website, so no, the dinar has not revalued. I'm having a lot of tests right here. No, the Iraqi dinar has not revalued. Now I'm also gonna answer one more question here about the dome. And many of you have the dome, and they're asking me, Benny, the dome gonna revalue at the same time? It will be very unfair. Not unfair. That's not the word to say unfair. It will be inaccurate. It will be falsely for me to tell you, yes, it will go at the same time. I don't know. So they might let it go the same day, or they may not let it go the same day. What I know so far, it is that, hold on, let me just answer another test. Okay, so what I know so far is that the dong will revalue in short term, meaning if the dinar revalue tomorrow, let's assume that it revalues tomorrow, okay? The international rate will come out the next week. That's what I've been told. The international rate will set up the next week if the dinar revalue tomorrow. And following that week, the dong will have to go. Okay? And following the second week, the rupiah will go. And following that week, the other currencies will go. Okay? That's what I was told. Now, I don't know if they are pretending to keep their plan. I don't know that. I don't have power for that. But I know that that's the intentions for them to do that, because they need to do it in accordance. They need to do it in a organized manner. They don't want. It's not like they don't want to cause chaos, but I don't think the federal rules and federal regulations will allow it. Not to mention the war regulations of the IMS and the World Bank. I don't think so. So let's just wait. Okay? Let's just wait that. For now, I got nothing else to tell you. It's 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., 6:01 p.m. Pacific time, and it's time for me to leave. But I gotta tell you something before I leave. I may broadcast early tomorrow. If you want to know the hour, or if you want to catch me on my live broadcast, which, by the way, it may be the last show I do. It may be the last show I do, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. For those who are in my YouTube, you know that you're not listening live. You are just listening 1 hour after my show is done. So, just to let you know, when this whole thing ends, meaning there is an international rate, the second thing that people will try to find out from me, it is the 800 number. Now, let me tell you about the 800 number. When I was with the elite, I was promised I was gonna be giving a 800 number, meaning for people to call for the exchange. But then, after many things that I violated in our agreement, I went into their shit list. So they no longer wants to give me the number. That's fine. That's totally fine. But what I want you to know is that I've been approached by not one, not two, but 3 gurus. I'm not going to mention their names. And they offer me the 800 number because they have their own sources, they have their own meanings. And they'll tell me, Benny, don't worry about it. We're going to give you the 800 number if we have it available. So, if I have the 800 number on me, I will make a urgent broadcasting and give you the 800 number, and conditions and instructions for you to follow. Only if I have the number. Okay? Now, that says it all. I don't know if I'm gonna have that 800 number from these people. I don't know. Hopefully I do. I know that John Nigger, one of the most famous, I think he's probably the most famous guy that is following this event. Probably he will give some information regarding that. I haven't talked to him personally, but if I do have any kind of information, I will gladly do a show and let you know. Okay? That's about it. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope that in the next 2 days I'll be broadcasting my last show of the fake news show. And before I leave, oh my God, now they're telling me that it went to an advertisement. Sorry for that. Well, you can still listen to my recording without interventions, okay? Thank you so much, my friends, and God bless everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.